Yo, what's going on, YouTube friends and family? Hope everybody's doing great. You already know what time it is. It's another edition of the Kenny and Manny Show. I'm gonna say it one more time, Kenny and Manny Show. Yo, Manny, tell me how you doing right now. What's going on, baby?
Yo, baby, you already know, man. I'm living in Ventani, bro. I'm so tired from this amusement park here in Charlotte. Man, I'm like burnt. My feet hurt. But hey, man, no excuses over here. I'm blessed to be alive. Another day, another dollar,
Another
baby.
what?
You already know. Another day, another
That's
dollar,
how it
man.
is. That's how it is.
That's
That's
how
how.
we gonna roll, man. But again, real quick, for those of you that are just kind of tuning in, my apologies on the audio quality of my end. It is going to be poor, and I do apologize. Again, guys, I'm just kind of getting all my equipment together. I am not ready to be able to record on the road like this, but of course, we are covering this hot
Right.
topic. So again, my apologies from the get-go. So what's up, man? Talk to me, bro.
Right. But definitely before we get into it, we want to give a shout out to Nixon Talk. Shout out from my understanding he's from Australia. Shout out to Nixon Talks. I actually got
Shout
a
out,
couple of
baby.
buddies from Australia. You guys are humble people. You guys show nothing but love and gratitude.
Yes,
We can
sir.
learn a lot about how to conduct ourselves through people overseas, man. I mean, the US
Yes,
definitely has a
sir.
long way to go in regards to being empathetic people, man. But shout out to Australia.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nixon Talks. But let's
Yes,
get right
sir.
into
Yes, sir.
Let's get right to it, man. Oh man, yo, tell me what you think. You think that apology was sincere? It was just straight up cat or straight up cat.
Stop the cat, man. All right, bro. So yeah, but again, man, just to kind of echo what you just said, Nixon Tall, bro. We really appreciate you, man. I appreciate the acknowledgement. I wish you nothing but the best and great success, and I'm sure we're gonna go ahead and link up at some time. So again, shout out to you, brother. Uh, yes, bro. These homies, man. I think they're smart enough to understand that this was gonna be the effect of their actions. And they
Correct.
tried to stop the bleeding, but here's where they messed up.
The boo boo got a boo boo.
Ooh, they try, but here's where they messed up, right? They tried to stop the bleeding, and they were talking about, here we take accountability.
Correct.
If you take accountability, you should have done it all the way through and through because
Exactly.
that was a lot of smack talking. It
Oof.
was a lot of
That's not even
smack
smack
talking,
talk. That's not
ladies and
even smack
gentlemen.
talk.
So if you're gonna do that, fine. But at the very least, the very minimum,
Correct.
you're gonna want to go ahead and issue a sincere apology. You
Exactly.
apologize to your subscribers, right?
Subscribers.
Now, what about aba and Preach? What about them? What about his wife? What about the nation of Haiti? Right? Those are our neighbors. If you guys don't know, me and Kenny, we are Dominican, and and Puerto Rican as well.
Right.
So shout out again, shout out to the nation, shout out to Haiti, man.
Shout out
Love
to
you
Haiti and your
guys.
neighbors. Right.
Fantastic people.
Absolutely.
So again, if you guys are gonna do a sincere apology, man, you got to cover the whole spectrum because you guys went
Right.
on for a long time. That was a lot of content you guys provided just on
Right.
insulting someone.
Right.
So again, man. So in my opinion, I do not believe, honestly, and again, no hate towards them. I
No
do not
hate.
believe it was a sincere apology.
No.
In my book, it was not sincere. There was a lot of information they did not cover, right,
Correct.
for aba and Preach. And again, aba and Preach, all they've done, man, it was just show statistics. They've shown receipts,
Correct.
right? And they've kept it classy, even in a beef like this, which again, I don't even want to call it a beef because I don't want to stare,
Right.
no toxicity or anything like that,
Right.
man.
No
Because
toxic
bro,
shit.
we're not
Correct.
about that, man. We're happy people. We're always laughing. We're smiling. When
Absolutely.
we cry is because we're laughing so hard. We're crying,
Exactly.
man. That's how we work, man. So
Exactly.
I'm just gonna say I do not believe it was a sincere apology, and you guys can see. I took a screenshot that I talked about in the last podcast, and that was in referencing to how many subscribers they had at one point. I do recall a couple days ago, about 30 hours ago, almost right, like about 3 days or so.
Right.
They had 429,000 subscribers. Now it looks at the time of this recording, they're teeter-tottering between 406 and 407,000. So
Might
they've
be less
taken a
now.
crazy, might be less, bro, as we talking. So I don't know about you, Ken. I know that sometimes you tend to keep an eye out on,
Of
people
course.
making money. I don't like to count nobody's money. I know you don't either, but
Right.
we
Right.
are seeing that we've seen people, man, survive off of 20 and 30,000 subscribers. And of course they sprinkle merchandise and stuff like that, man. But tell me a little bit more about it. What's your take? And touch a little bit more about the money aspect, about so many subscribers that they've lost.
Right. Well, I want to make one thing clear. I personally don't think it's a sincere apology. This is not to start a pot. I wish Myron, Walter, nothing but the best in their endeavors, and I hope that their businesses flourish. Regardless, I hope it's a lesson learned, right? Because they're still young guys. You know, when you get all this clout, you're getting this money, you're getting female attraction, all this stuff that you never got before. It can sometimes overwhelm you. That's why it's important to always maintain your integrity. It's always important to be your authentic self. But I want you guys to ask yourself this. If they would have never lost the subscribers, I'm going to say it again. If they would have never lost the subscribers, would they have apologized?
Mm,
Or let's say
mm.
the viewers were agitating the situation, they were starting to pot, and they were on favor with Walter and Myron. Would they have still apologized?
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. That's the real
Let's
question.
think about that real quick. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because when you're at that level, when you're making all this money, you're getting all this fame, it's very difficult. Not speaking from my personal perspective, but based on what I see other people, it's very difficult to empathize with other people because you think you're the king, you're the alpha male. And just look at Myron's content. He kicks females out on a consistent basis. Now we're starting to think, okay, the Punisher, this and this and that. Is it really
Frank
necessary?
Castle.
Is it really necessary? Not questioning his business model, but I want you guys to ask yourself this: is it necessary to constantly kick women out?
Yeah, man.
How come
I'm
how
all
come
about
the
that, man.
same way he didn't apologize and wish the best? The same way he wished the best to aba&Preach, how come he didn't wish the best to the girls he kicked out? Okay, listen, this is not going to work out. Clearly, you're not functioning in this environment. I wish you the best in your endeavors, whatever you're doing, whether it's IG model, but this is not going to work. You're going to have to leave. No, he says, get the fuck out. This and this and this and that.
Exactly.
Why didn't he do it with the girls that he kicked out as well? You know why? Because there were no repercussions. There's no
Exactly.
repercussions. He sees that he's up against a bigger fish in the sea.
Yeah.
He sees he's up against a system of very educated, very well mannered people from Canada. That's the thing. People from the United States, man, we got to learn how to be cordial. We got to learn how to be, stop being so staticky. Look how
Yeah.
I'm not saying that other people around the world lack that, but
Yeah, they
just
have their own
notice,
issues.
right? But just notice how people around the world conduct themselves, and that's something what we can learn from. And in regards to the 20,000 subscribers that was lost, you can live off that, man.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, man.
YouTubers that they only make 8,000, they only have 8,000, 9,000 subscribers, and they're living overseas. They live in parts of Latin America. Now,
Yeah.
people may say, oh, it's only 20,000 subscribers. Think about it. Imagine each of those 20,000 subscribers were purchasing merchandise, subscribing to Patreon, donating to live streams. That was a big hit in the
That's a
span of
big
2
hit.
days.
2 days.
In the span of 2 days. Is the bleeding ever going to
Crazy.
stop? Is
I
the
don't know,
cancer
man.
going to be is the
Cured.
chemotherapy going to be successful? I don't know. We don't know.
man. Only time will tell, man. And then the thing is, they keep doing things, man. And this is another topic that I wanted to touch as well, bro. The fact that Walter, bro,
Oh no,
what
I
are you
know where you're going
doing?
with this.
What
Oh
are
my
you
gosh.
doing, brother?
Oh,
And I get it, man. I get it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't think. Are
if
you doing what you're?
wanna buy,
Oh my gosh.
yes, I am. If you want to buy firearms,
Oh, you went there.
Fine. That's up to you. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But have the self-awareness to understand that right now, based on the fact that you challenged other individuals
To a physical altercation.
to a physical altercation, right? You invited them to your area for a physical altercation. Now, you're not only buying firearms, but now you're also broadcasting this in social media. What is the perception of that? Let's say that it's just a coincidence. You should have the self-awareness that from the consumer point of view, people are going to say, oh, that's because you want to ensure that you have self-protection in
Of
the
course.
event that Preach, for whatever reason.
What a coincidence. He got a firearm out of nowhere. Why didn't he get that shit last week? All of a sudden he had an epiphany. He wanted to get a firearm.
Right?
That's
how everybody's going to perceive it. Everybody's going to perceive it like this. Here's another one that people might not think about so much, especially in the world that we live in now, when it comes about to mental illness and everything like that.
Right.
Some people may think that you're buying a firearm, but you may use it based solely off of emotion because you guys are losing subscribers. So, man, that comes off as very scary.
It is
We're
scary.
talking about guys that were emotional just because they were provided positive feedback and somebody called them out on their BS, and you guys went crazy.
Not even that,
So
just girls disagree with them. Girls disagree with them, and they get all emotional. Well, Myron.
All emotional, bro. Yeah, it's like Myron. But then, but Walter doubled down on it. But now you're going to go ahead and buy a gun. People are going to perceive it as like, whoa, man, you lost a lot of subscribers. Where's your mindset? Are you guys unstable?
I was thinking
because
worse.
we don't know.
We don't know.
But we, at the very least, we know that people are going to take that. And you know what they say, bro? Perception is reality, right? We hear that all the time at the work. You can bust your butt at work, but if you're done and you're on your phone and your supervisor sees you, they're gonna think that your lazy ass it needs to go home. You haven't done anything. But little do they know that you're already done. But that's not what they saw, right? So perception is reality. We're seeing that you guys are losing a lot of subscribers.
A lot.
And a lot of people are trolling you guys now because, right, the internet doesn't lose.
Never.
Right?
Never.
And because of that, people are going to say, hey, man, these guys are, Walter in this case, buying weapon, advertising it. Like, whoa, bro, like, it's not that serious, man.
For what?
For what, man?
For
and
what?
Again, and if it was just a coincidence, bro, you don't have to broadcast, my brother.
You don't have to broadcast that.
You don't have to do that.
From a marketing standpoint,
you're hurting your brand, man. You're hurting your brand. Now, we don't know how they're going to be able to stop the bleeding thoroughly and recover from this, man.
I don't know, bro.
Hopefully these guys can learn from this. I do believe that people do deserve second chances in life.
Of course.
I hope they generally get on the path that they really need to get, bro, because they did provide a little bit of feedback. And like aba&Preach said, the red pill community is definitely needed, but just not to the extremes of where some of these content creators are taking it, man.
Right.
So that was just my take. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to like and subscribe. I know I'm a little bit hyper right now. I just had a lot of information I wanted to share with you guys. I had a piece of chocolate cake, a piece of a chocolate cake. Look at that, I can't even talk right now. So I'm a little bit hyped up on sugar, ladies and gentlemen. Again, appreciate the support. Bro, anything else you need to add to this, my brother?
No, we just want to say that it's very imperative that people learn the importance of self-management, patience, prudence, and most importantly, having self-awareness, right? Ultimately, I would want you guys to interpret us as the coverage of Fresh&Fit, aba&Preach scandal, right? Beef, whatever you want to label it as. I'm trying to refrain from using the word beef, but this pertains to everyday society that, people get a little bit of money, they get a little bit of clout, and they get a little bit of followers, and they don't know how to act. Not everything needs to be publicized on social media. You want to purchase a firearm, you want to go on a date, you want to do things, I get it. You want to market yourself, but not everything needs to be in social media. And that's why I call social media as a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because it can leverage your brand. It can help you get money. You can monetize yourself. It's a curse because if you don't know when to stop and you don't have that awareness, what's going to happen? It can backfire. What happens? There's a lot of receipts in the internet. Me and Mano, we don't have to go into detail. Look it up for yourself. Screenshots. You know what I'm saying? That's why you cannot portray to be a certain individual, because what happens is people are going to pull out the receipts. Myron has countless receipts, with the seeking arrangements, doing this. Granted, this is not to bash. This is just to help build awareness to the YouTube community, because a lot of you guys are consuming information. You think that it's correct because it looks professional. You see intros, you see outros, but you have to question it. Like we mentioned previously, why? Why am I viewing this? What makes it accurate? Same thing. You go to a doctor's appointment, they give you a diagnosis, ask them why. Does it make sense? Get another doctor's opinion. Go get another doctor's opinion. I'm speaking from personal experience. Do not be content. They say why? Ask for proof. Just because people are on YouTube, a lot of people, listen, YouTube is no barriers to entry. That's why we decide to refrain from red pill, stuff like that. We just want to cover trending topics, how it pertains to real life, and what you can do to avoid the shenanigans. Right, but that's pretty much it, guys. But you right now, I don't really have much to say. But man, if you got something more you want to add to it, I ain't got nothing to say, man. But pretty much like and subscribe, guys.
For sure.
Much love. We appreciate the support, and that's about it, man. Much love.
Yeah, definitely, guys. You guys take care, man. Love you guys.